Keith Kelly was a world star. Keith Kelly was the brightest prospect as a young footballer that ever played in Jamaica. Yes. How you do? I'm Leonard Haney. This is Island Up in Sport. Go and subscribe, man. That's all we ask of you. Go and subscribe. We're gonna make the comparison today between Keith Kelly and Omar Daley. Yes, Omar Daley back in the days, two very, very good footballers. They came through the system and played for the national team. However, it is very unfortunate to say that one, the latter, achieved more than the one who was the brightest prospect. Right? Now we're gonna look first at Keith Kelly. Keith Kelly started playing football. You know, he's from Kingston back in he's from Kingston those times and so on. And then his career really took off in the Manning Cup with Ulmers. Right? He won the Manning Cup with Ulmers. Yes, Keith Kelly. But Keith Kelly was a world youth star, as I said before. He made the 1999 FIFA World Cup, that Jamaica team. He played in that World Cup. And he played again 2001 in the FIFA World Championship. Yes. So the world knew about Keith Kelly. But that is not all. Keith Kelly was one of the first footballers from the Caribbean to sign in the French League. Yes. PSG. Keith Kelly was at PSG. You don't want to know the name that he was with. Huh? Playing amongst Ronaldinho. You know Ronaldinho? The great, great Brazilian? Yes, skill up on top of skill. Hear this name again. We have a lot of time for one of my favorite footballers. JJ Okacha from Nigeria. Keith Kelly was there. Not only them, but Nicolas Anelka, World Cup winner. Keith Kelly was there at PSG. Yes, he was there. The same club now that rise in world football and have maybe the best are among the best footballer now in world football. Right? He, he was there at that club. Yes. It's serious, don't. So one forget the name easily, and we forgot Jamaican footballers easily. Right? But some unfortunate situation happened. Unfortunately, it didn't work out at PSG, and so he was loaned out. Um, Apart from that, injuries. Yes, injuries. And then he came back to the Caribbean. He played some football in Trinidad, and then he played some football again. Some other places in the Caribbean. Then he came back, played for Arnett. He played for Harborview, which Harborview was really stamping ground. As a matter of fact, it is said that Keith Kelly was the one was the one who should understudy or one who would replace Jermaine Yu at Harborview, right? I saw Keith Kelly. Yeah, I saw him. I saw him at the famous Sporting Central back in Clarendon. Yeah, Keith Kelly. I believe it was 2011 thereabout. Yeah, he was playing for Keith Kelly. But I saw him at the back end of his career, if you know what I mean. When I saw him, he wasn't in that shape, right? He have this, you know, he didn't look physical like the Keith Kelly that people know. But he had a good shift that day. As I said, I saw him at Bankrupt in Clarendon. A lot of you do not know these things now because, unfortunately, Sporting Central is not around again, right? But Sporting Central back in the days was one of the top clubs in Clarendon. And what they usually does is the mother, that same mother that Mount Pleasant have now carrying through the academy, they usually use mainly young players. Yes, even some of these players now, who you see on some teams, they are coming from Sporting Central. I saw Keith Kelly there, right? And you could see he have the touch and everything. But it's very, as I said, it's very unfortunate that a player such as Keith Kelly with immense talent didn't go on and make his name. I didn't go on and open the door for so many Jamaicans. He was one of the brightest prospects as a youth player, right? Unfortunately, Kelly didn't do much for the national team. Although he came to the youth system, the Jamaican youth system, play U17, most of the youth teams he played on. But unfortunately, he only played 11 times for the senior team. And the 11 times that he played, it wasn't that much of games of significance, if you ask me. It was mainly games of the Caribbean and so on. Put it this way, it wasn't the big matches that Keith Kelly had played in. But Keith Kelly was, as I said, a tremendous talent. It's very unfortunate that a footballer of his caliber um, didn't go on. We didn't see him more in the French league or the English league and yeah. But such is life, eh? Such is life. But we have to remember the great youth player then. I put it this way, Keith Kelly. All right. So we're gonna look at the career now of Omar Daley. Yes, I know Omar Daley personally. I play. No, sorry. Let me not say that. I knew Omar Daley from a youth player from in the Costa Cup, Glenmere. Glenmere, man. Yes. Let me tell you the story of how I knew Omar Daley, right? So we're on dam, school dam. Yes, man, I made the school dam. Listen now, listen now. I didn't make the team, I made the school dam. Different, you see? Listen to me a minute, man. I could not make the team, but I made the school dam. They couldn't get me off the dam, man. Me had the vibe, man. Me had the vibe, man. Yeah. I'm a person birth in Nepal on the dam. So I was on the dam, and one day the coach said that we're going Clarendon. We're gonna play Glenmere. Back in the 90s, man. Yeah, my daily time, 94, 95. Yeah, man. And he said that we're going to play Glenmere. Of course, we didn't know Clarendon. We were from Centre. We didn't know Clarendon. We didn't know about Glenmere that much, to be honest. So of course we get in the bus and we drove down to Glenmere, the field. Same coach who came to GC Foster, Glenjan Hutchinson, the late Glenjan Hutchinson. He was the coach at Glenmere at the time. Yeah. And we didn't know the ball as them. We didn't know the ball as them. We just go out there and we are playing, man. People, not tell you how much we get. Just leave it, no, man. Just leave it, man. But on that team, with the late Winton Fanner group, it was Omar Daley. Yeah. It was a big team. Big. People went on to play national. National. For the Jamaica team was on that team. Of course, we were schoolboys. We didn't know them. We didn't realize. Right? But I remember Omar Daley. Yeah, yeah, they call him Rat. Yeah. And we play against not me, not sorry. Let me say it again, not me, Me never get no game. Me be honest with you. Me never get no game. Me did good, but me never get no game the day. Me ain't injured, but me never get no game. Alright? But Omar Daley, yes, so Omar went on. Omar Daley played a number of games. He played for Hazard United. Hazard United was, I think, where he make his name. The same Portmore United, Hazard, they were in Clarendon. You know that, right? You know that? Okay. So Omar went on to play for Hazard and all that. He played for some other teams before, but of course, Hazard was where he made his name, right? He also went for trial 2001 in Brazil. Vasco da Gama, that club in Brazil, yes. In 2003, he signed with Reading in England, right? 2001, he played FIFA U World Cup under 20. So he was actually on the same team with Keith Kelly, Omar Daley, yeah. But the thing with Omar Daley is versatile. He can play wing back, he can play left wing, he can play in the middle of the field. He's very versatile. And he played those positions for the national team, right? Um He made, unlike Keith Kelly, Omar Daley played 65 times for the national team. 65 times for the national team. Yeah. He had a good career in the national team. I remember a famous goal that he scored in the World Cup, the Gold Cup, sorry. That somebody hit it back and he just run on it and one time. Yes, man. Omar Daley. Omar Daley, he could have achieved more. He played in England, as I said, and around, but Omar Daley could have achieved more. However, I believe, and this is my belief now, that um Keith Kelly was more talented than Omar Daley. However, Omar Daley achieved more, right? I don't know if it's the injury or anything, but Omar Daley achieved more. Yeah, it's a case of both footballers they played about the same age. As I said, both of them play at the Under 20 World Cup, FIFA World Cup. But um, in my opinion, Keith Kelly was the better prospect. Keith Kelly was more skillful than Omar Daley. However, the person who achieved more out of the football, Omar Daley. I don't know if it's the injuries to Keith or whatever, but he was a great prospect. He was one of them that Jamaica was looking towards. He was one of them who we thought was going to carry the team, carry the national program, Keith Kelly. Especially when he got that contract with PSG. At that time, nobody knew about PSG. Now. PSG was a small club in League One, right? But as I said, it is what it is. We have to continue to do this. You know, I tell you the honest truth, it's a very sad story in Jamaica with footballers, past footballers. You know. You can hardly find any information read them, whether local or national. Whether they play just in the local league or the national league. A lot of footballers, you can't find anything on them. However, we take the time out to remember these two good youth, two good footballers, especially in their youth days, right? Playing youth football for the country. And even Omar Daley who play for the national team. Yeah, man. I don't think both of them, well, it's true, both of them didn't reach their full potential. Eh? But it is what it is. Take care. Yeah, man. Remember the 12 days to Christmas, you know. Yeah. I remember you need to subscribe, man. We need to move now. Need to keep moving like Jack children. Eh? Take care. I'll see you again. My name is Leonard Dehaney.